underway from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And we'll go underneath here to Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. And the Rams at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Rodgers throw here, taken in by Knox. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights. That's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Now Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away.
Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it doesn't.
It got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Well, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Rodgers. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, here's Smith.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to throw.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Make this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing. They're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 60. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Geno out to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's caught.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
26.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers again now. Touchdown, Rams. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Rams are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now Smith going to change the play. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Walker with another carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Toss left side for Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Straight ahead, Walker. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Geno's going to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
26. 630.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line. 50.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
26. Yeah, this. 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A give up the middle to Evans. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Rams add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the toss to Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. There's the athleticism of Tyus Bowser on display. Wrapping him up, no problem.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw, Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Short throw to Disley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly they get to the line. Now Geno on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he gets us in just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to throw. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. You